Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. First things first, I want to appreciate you all for your support. We are currently sitting at 3,000 subscribers and I sincerely appreciate you guys for your support over the years. Thank you so much. For a token of my appreciation, I'll be sharing you guys my day trading strategy, and at the end of the video, I'll be showing you guys how to join my current giveaway. So I'll be giving away two Forex funded accounts, Navy Confirm, and I'll be giving away two synthetic index accounts to two lucky winners, Trader Spring Index Confirm. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the two trades I took today, both sell EURUSD and volatility 100 index. I used my day trading strategy, my day trading smart money concept strategy. So if you have been looking to understand how I look at the charts on daily basis to filter out entries and then exit, stick to the end. Let's get started.
Alright guys, so as you can see on my screen, this is both EURUSD, right, left hand side, and then this is volatility 100 index, and you can see also from the screenshot both delicious trade, both the profit. All right, so I took the volatility 100 index on my Trader Spring account, and for those of you that have been following videos about that profit I've been making, this is going to now determine my third payout because I've gotten two payouts before and it's another nice trade. So I barely trade this guy, I barely trade volatility consistently, just like I trade forex because I focus more on trading the forex market, but then synthetic is always very loyal whenever I come around. Since I got my second payout, this is my first trade, so I still have like 4 days to trade based on their rules to be able to make withdrawal. So I hope and pray I better make more profit and not lose what I've already made, though I'm not that childish. So for the sake of those guys that have been, for the sake of those of you that see synthetic indices, I'll be using the volatility 100 index for this illustration to show you guys how I do with the chart on daily basis. And because I always make forex, I make strategy videos with forex, I'm going to leave the forex aside. So because you can see pretty much it's the same stuff if you already understand what is on the screen. So let's focus on volatility 100 index. Let's clear the chart and then let's take away EURUSD. All right guys, so this is volatility 100 index, and I met this market in the morning. So for those of us that already understand the derivative trading view, we cannot replay it. So I'm just going to use this vertical line to identify stuff. So I made price around here just right before it mitigated this point, my point of interest. So I made price here. For those of you who already understand how I trade, one of the things I don't do is to bother myself with the higher time frame because I am a day trader and I want to make sure that I get in the market and then get out before the day ends. Okay. And for those of you that are still stuck with the illusion of the higher time frame, one of the things I want you guys to know from personal experience is that you have to understand that all of the concepts that you identify on the higher time frame has the same trend abilities and characteristics and features on the lesser time frame. Okay, so if you're on the 1 hour time frame, when people say go to the 1 hour spot direction, go to the 4 hour spot direction, for me, I stay on the 5 minute I spot direction, I spot entry, I spot exit. Okay? That is how simple it is for me. So the only thing because I was also in that, loophole, but the only thing I decided to do for my mindset is to tell myself that the impulse on the 5 minutes is as powerful as the impulse on the 1 hour time frame. So if you are able to filter out structure correctly on this time frame, you have no problem and you don't have to bother yourself, going to the higher time frame and, stressing yourself with all of that. So when I hop on a chart, what I do is that I made price here, right? What I do is that I have to focus on this current structure, the current swings, and see where it is facing and where I'm to likely join the trend. Okay, so first of all, to identify a trend, you have to look at the current side, and to look at the current side, you have to look at the current swing points. Okay, so if I look at at this level, this is where my current swing is. This is where my current trend is spacing, right? Because I have a swing low here and then I have a swing low here, and this guy is a swing low, which is telling me the main trend because of the fact that I collected this pullback here, or price have gone way above this pullback here, which is the inducement pullback, right? So for price to collect this pullback or go above this pullback, I already understand that that is a valid swing low. Okay, so if I have a valid swing low and then I look behind, I have a swing low that is higher than this one, meaning this is a lower low. It means we have a break of structure to the downside, right? So we have a break of structure to the downside. We have a break of structure to the downside. So my way of trading is a little bit advanced. If you are not really used, or if you're not really used to spend money, it's a little bit advanced. So we have a break of structure to the downside, and if you want to, justify the whole thing for people that like to know why you're able to look at only this structure or want to get factual reason about everything. Now, take a look at this level here. First of all, let's look at the previous trend, right? For the previous trend, we have an uptrend, which is very, very clear. Price broke this high, price broke this high, you understand? Clear uptrend. So when we get to this level, this is where the tricky part came into play. When we go to this level, price went above, created this small high, came back here, created this low, came back here, then came back here, right? And created this low again. Then you can see that price went up, came back here before the final takeoff. Now, if you pay attention to this back and forth, you will see that price was busy collecting or doing something called liquidity, right? Price was taking liquidity. So if you look at this final low here, the last low is lower with a wick than the previous low. So we have liquidity collected there. And if liquidity is collected, it is identified to be a valid swing point, okay? It's identified to be a valid swing point. So we have liquidity collected here. So this is a swing low, right? And then this is a swing high. And this place becomes like a break of structure here. This becomes a break of structure. Since this is a break of structure, what price would have been doing, or what price is expected to have been doing, is what? Pull back, mitigate something, break again to continue that uptrend, right? This uptrend that we have identified. But then price failed to continue the uptrend by breaking through the low that broke through the high. So we have a change of character to the downside over here. We have a change of character to the downside over here. Since price changed character to the downside or broke structure to the downside, this is a low, it's a lower low. And when we have lower lows, we're looking for what? The next lower high. Then we can continue the sales, right? If you look at it very well, we have series of pullback here that we can use as our inducement. And then this is a ginormous, order flow, which is what, give us the level for the next high, which is what? A low, lower low, a high, lower high. And that is how I was able to, confluence with all of this to see that, yes, we are actually in a downtrend. So when I identify this guy, all I have to do was to look at this impulse from here that broke through this low to create this low. This is the impulse from here to here. So this is the impulse that broke through this low, created this low, and was at this pullback level when I met price. So all I have to do is to pull up my fib 2 from here till the pullback started. Sorry, the fib is not properly aligned. Let's quickly set it up. All we have to do is to take up all other futures apart from 0.5 and 0 and 1. Okay. So we have the fib fine. So all we have to do is that we have to look at a pullback or an order flow that is above 0.5, so that it can be above what? It can be at the premium level, because we're looking to sell. So we have to sell high and then buy low. So if we're looking to buy, we'll be buying from the downside, but we're looking to sell, so we want to be selling from the high level. And clearly all I had was, for those of us that understand order flow, all that was there is this order flow level, or this supply level. For those of you that do supply and demand, this was the supply level that was active, and all I had to do was to just put my limit here, and then my stop loss right above it, and my target at 1:3. It was slightly below the low, with my stop loss slightly at the 1:4, slightly below the low. And then that is how trade played out. Went in, came back up, did the stuff for liquidity and all of that, and this is how we had a take profit. So let me reload the chart. First of all, let me save it, then reload the chart so you can see where price currently is. So this is how simple it is, guys. When you open a 5-minute, you just have to identify the previous trend to help you identify the current trend. Or if you are already advanced in the whole stuff, you can just go straight to the point like I went at first, just identifying the current side by looking at the last swing point and the one behind it, so you can see what price did to the one behind it. If you broke it, you just look for pullback, continue. If you swept it, would have been looking for reversal trade. So this is how simple it is. So for the current side right now, all we have to do is to remember that price significantly closed below our previous swing, and again look for significant pullback. So we have to pull up the fib. I'm using the fib just to make you guys understand it properly, because I know I'm also very fast. So this is the 50 mark, right? Anything below here is wrong, because it is not counted as a premium level, and we're looking to sell from a premium level. We're looking to sell high. So what we have here is an order flow here from here to here, and then we have another valid point of interest here, which is an order block from here to here. This is simply how I identify my trade. So for this one, having 2 points of interest, all I have to do is to wait for price to come to the first one first, and I wait for an entry module that is called a flip entry module. And after that entry, after the confirmation, I take my trade. And if that one fails, if it doesn't give the confirmation, all I have to do is to place my trade directly on this other block, because since it failed the first one, it's likely going to hold on the second one. And of course, there are traders who are definitely going to be looking to just take it directly on the first one. So if it takes them out, liquidity have been collected, there'll be enough money to pay people that will take it in the Airstream. So this is how I do my trading on daily basis.
Alright, people, so I hope that was helpful. Please don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to say your comment down below. And to join the giveaway or to participate in, winning an account, please look in the link in the description. I've put in all the instructions there. Thanks for watching and stay high.